Okay. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning, May 11th. Survived Monday. We got pretty decent weather. I think not bad. Get my text working, and we're going to be good to go. I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day. Let's go in here. Come on. Oh, yeah. That worked. Excellent. All right. Lights on. Seatbelt. It's time to pursue happiness. Here we go. We've got 3 deliveries today. They're all in the van. We've got Lenny's, Gourmet Girls, and What a Day. In that order. It's Monday morning, so we'll have our little commuters out there. Just cute little critters. Oh, yeah, I just got some. I probably could go, but I don't like to jump in front of it. Here we go. Here we go. Now we got time. I've got the boxes back there today. I've got them pretty well set up. I don't expect any shifting, but I've got when I've got Gourmet Girls in the van, because they're boxed up, I don't like to take my turns too quickly. And in today's order, they got a special order of crab-shaped cookies. I'll have to show you them when we stop. It's kind of interesting. Crab-shaped cookies. It's a Maryland thing. We're big on crabs.
Morgan 07106 says Craig Mack.
Good morning. Yeah, they did a pretty good job of selling out of almost all the Mother's Day products yesterday. Saw a few things left over, but they did a really good job of it's really hard. You make all that product and then you don't know if people are going to, they do kind of know. They've been in the neighborhood this is going to be 10 years, so they kind of have a feel for how much to make, but never really know. It's funny, they have on top of one of the counters, they'll package up some of the leftover, like if they had leftover donuts or Danish or things like that from the day before at a reduced price. And there are a lot of people that know that, so they come in the mornings. You're really getting a really good deal for, I don't know how much they marked it down, but it's a pretty good deal. You never know if it's going to be there or not, but
At Donna2594 says, good morning, everyone.
Hey,
and
good morning,
Sam 7106 says, good morning.
Hey, Sam. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the van. We're back to all our normal size deliveries. I would say All three of them. Lenny's has a pretty normal size delivery. Gourmet Girls is pretty normal, except they've got an extra delivery with the. They have a special order of crab-shaped cookies, and then What a Day's back to normal. Yesterday, What a Day ordered 204 donuts. It's a lot for them.
Anafu594 says I like stale donuts. They absorb more coffee when done.
No, that's a good idea. I didn't think about that, but you're right. You're right. And really, just overnight, one night, they don't really get that stale. And you're right, they do. And we don't really have, I guess maybe people could buy a Corona, but you know the Dunkin' Donuts really thick, bready donut? That's the best one for coffee, I think. If you're going to dunk. I don't know. Does anybody dunk frosted donuts? Is that a thing? Like with sprinkles? So you dunk your donut and then you got sprinkles floating in your coffee? I don't know. Doesn't sound good.
Anafu594 says yes, agree.
What are we doing, people? Come on. Oh, goodness. We're in the thick of it now. Commuter run. I guess you could take one of our cream-filled donuts and dunk it in there, and then basically that would be your cream and sugar as well as your dunked donut. You could accomplish your cream and sugar and your donut at the same time.
Anafu594 says yes, genius idea.
But you have to have a donut with a lot of cream in it, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can't have one of those donuts where you're like searching for the cream. That's not good.
At SamOrgano7106 says I remember when Dominique Ansel invented the Corona IC.
Oh, is that who did it? I didn't know that. You remember when it happened? Was it a mistake? Did he do it on purpose? You know, sometimes inventions are like people forgot to do something or they mixed two ingredients by mistake.
SamOrgano7106 says 2013.
Really? Wow. There you go. I'm learning something. 2013. So it's a relatively new phenomenon in the world. Or did you Google it? Or do you really remember it? I don't have any cronuts today, actually, which is kind of cronuts.
59. Yes. I think Brownie invented
Brownies were?
Morgan 07106. He created it intentionally. I remember because he was on the Opie and Anthony radio show.
Oh, wow. Well, that's cool. That was a good idea. All right, should we go buy this truck? Let's do it. I have to admit, I've never had a cronut. It sounds like a pretty good thing. But I have not eaten a cronut. I think as a bakery delivery driver, I should be ashamed of myself for saying that. I think I need to sample all of the products. Goodies. Seems weird calling them products. I think I should call them goodies. So the only on this road an opportunity to pass somebody like that. So we passed that truck and the car behind me passed the truck. That was it. And now when I look at my rearview mirror, I don't even see the truck anymore. So that was a good thing. It's a good thing we got in front of that truck. I should set it up so there's like a second camera and you're looking out the back of the truck. Oh, I saw another rainbow yesterday. So yesterday afternoon, there were some showers that went through my neighborhood, and then I was on the computer, and kind of weird. Like I don't normally look out the window, but for some reason yesterday I did at the exact moment that there was a rainbow out the window in my backyard. The weirdest thing. I actually looked at it. You know what I mean? Usually, unless I look out to see like if AJ's doing something or I hear something.
Tag owner 1561 says good morning.
Hey, good morning, Fred. Happy Monday. All right, we're on the highway. We're doing the highway today. Yeah, maybe that light just turned green. Man, we're making some good moves on today. Our traffic flow is very good. Today I've got to remember to use the different door at Gourmet Girls. The last time, I guess it was last week, when I went to Gourmet Girls, a second stop today, the lady was telling me that I shouldn't be using the door that we've been using forever. We're supposed to use a different door for deliveries. So I told Bob about that. Bob, he goes on Thursdays, and he said it was fine. He like backed the van in. It's different. You kind of have to park a little differently, but we'll see how that goes today. Six miles, 6 minutes. It's a good sign. surprises me sometimes how much traffic is out here at 5:30 in the morning. So I don't know if you saw it. We might have been past it too far, but in the right-hand lane over there was a Baltimore County police car, and we're all flying down here. Well, we're like 8 miles over the speed limit right now. So I guess he's not bothering anybody. But it was just kind of weird. We're all like flying by and he's riding along in the right-hand lane. And nobody slowed down. Like we've got to the point now where we don't even slow down. The van had a rat's tail hanging out the back. I don't know what that was. East. There we're going.
Says the other day a police car was right behind me and I pulled into a side street just to let him go by.
Yeah. I mean that's what I usually, especially if you think you were speeding, you know, or you just don't want the pressure of driving right in front of them. Like I actually sometimes, even if you're following a police car, I don't know if they do that or not. I've never had it happen to me, but like if you're following a police car, let's say the speed limit's 60 and you're going 65, 70 miles an hour, but you're just following a police car. Can they pull you over and say, well, I know you were speeding because you were keeping up with me? I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know how that works. Has anybody ever gotten a ticket under those conditions? I mean, I suspect if you got up close to them or like tailgating them, you're definitely going to get a ticket. Now, look at this, man. The lights are with us today. Oh wow. So this
594 says yes because they may have been in pursuit.
there. Oh yeah, it's true. There's the Exxon. That Exxon, which has the most expensive gasoline in the state of Maryland. There's no doubt about it. It was 479. That's a lot. 479 in Maryland. I haven't seen it anywhere near that. Now, maybe later we'll see some higher prices, but 479. Yikes. We're getting dangerously close to the $5 mark. But that is a crazy price. Like, we'll pass some other gas stations and I'll try to notice. I think we're closer to 440, maybe. Unless it went up a lot overnight, maybe. Yeah, you're right there. They could say they were in pursuit of somebody. Here we go. Lenny's Deli. Darren's not here today. Darren is the car I had that usually is parked right there, that white car. It is usually there. It's not there right now. It's not here today. All right. Go get the rack and I'll be right back. Oh, people, I know you hear me. Good morning, Shirley. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Did you have a good Mother's Day?
Yeah, nice and quiet one.
Nice and quiet?
Yeah.
That's good. That's
All
a
of
good way
my
to be.
kids and grandkids came over on Saturday.
Oh.
I went to church yesterday morning.
Oh, well,
My bad is my knee, if we don't have a surgery. I'll be out next month.
oh, you will?
Yeah, I'll have a surgery.
Are they gonna
second?
Are they replacing?
I had a hole. I fell at Town Road Plaza in a hole, a construction hole in front of Popeyes. That they had no signs warning you that it was going on, no flag, no nothing.
Jeez.
They didn't have nothing covered. I'm coming out the gym and my tennis hit the crack and I went right down. That's my knee up real bad. It happened in August, but
Yeah.
it took them this long to realize there ain't nothing else they can do but
But replace it. But it's just one.
Yeah,
You don't-
just the
yeah,
one.
that's a lot of stuff. That's a big. So while there's a lot of work getting over that too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like a 3 month
Yeah,
thing. So, yeah.
they can rebuild you.
Yeah.
That's what-
Beyond,
Good morning.
Fine, how you doing?
Good. How are you? Thank you. I have to think it's probably. I don't know if Mookie's in the room in the van now, but if he was, he would certainly have something to say about my medical discussion. I'm always talking medical stuff with the Lenny's people. Have you all noticed that? What is it with that? Here, boom, turn you around. You know what I noticed recently too? I noticed that people are able. I'm going to try to figure it out. People are able to flip that camera so you're not looking in reverse. There's got to be a way to do that because I've noticed a couple people doing that recently. We got some Claire's cupcakes. Their order's pretty normal. A lot of cakes. Rainbow cakes, baby. 4 of them. Couple donuts. Apple fritters, apple turnovers. And then we have the Danish. Oh, you know what? They didn't get any cookies today, which is kind of unusual for them. They get those chocolate top cookies. They did not do today. All right, let's take this in. I'll be right back after these messages. Good. How are you? How was your weekend?
Very good. How about yourself? What was it?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Mother?
Yeah.
Celebrate your mother?
Yeah. How about you?
My wife, my mom passed,
Yeah, my mom did too.
a couple of years. So my mom don't live.
Yeah, my mom's not. Yeah.
My wife.
Well, that's good. All right. Have a great day. Damn, I got a lot of trays today. Hey there. Okay. Gourmet Girls. Pull this off before I close it. I'm always afraid it's going to fall off when I slam the door. This thing's come in very handy. So it's like a magnet, and then it's a magnet on that side too. Because I have a magnet to hold the phone on the windshield as well. I find it the easiest. Because it just pops on and off. All right, Gourmet Girl. Oh, wow, we're early. Yeah. Let's get down there. The Gourmet Girls usually get there a little before 6. So we're maybe like 10 minutes ahead of time today. They might be there. They might be there. It's Monday morning. A lot of people at the gym. I don't think that gym has weights, though. I think they just have a lot of rubber bands.
He says even Craig's personality is magnetic.
Mookie, were you there when I was talking about medical situation with that lady? Her replacement knee? I was just saying, I don't know if you were in the van yet. I'm sure you would have enjoyed my... I didn't give her any advice. I was just listening. We know everything about the people at Lenny's. Oh my goodness, were you in there? Oh my God. I can only imagine.
He says read the chat or watch the video later. At Toyo 1973 says good morning everyone.
Hey Toyo, good morning. Happy Monday. Back on the road. Shirley's going to get a knee replacement next month.
He says good morning. At Toyo 1973. At Toyo 1973 says morning Lucy.
How was everybody's weekend? I worked a lot the weekend. I was very busy at the bakery. So I didn't get outside too much.
Toyo 1973 says the usual for me. C says Shirley came to you for a second opinion. You probably told her about the $6 million man and she could be bionic.
You know, that was what went through my mind when I said they can rebuild you. Yeah. I did think about the $6 million man, but at that moment when I said that, I'm like, I don't know if she's going to get that or not. Like, she probably did. I think she did, but I made that decision. Like, I'm not going any further with that. I'm just going to leave it at that. So she either knows or she doesn't. But that is exactly what was in my head.
Anaku594 says I think she did.
Yeah, I do too, because she kind of laughed at the end. So I think she got the reference. Maybe I'll have to go visit her while she's recuperating. I'll take her some piece of cake or something.
He says has the orders returned to a more normal level following Mother's Day?
Yes, yeah, they have. Today's pretty normal. Lenny's was very normal. It was actually odd that they didn't have any cakes, but I mean, not cakes. They had cakes, but they didn't have any cookies. That's a little weird. Maybe they ordered more than needed. But yeah, everything pretty normal today. Raise you with the day. Me, no, I only delivery yesterday. What it had 200 donuts. So this is where we're supposed to use this door, which means I get to do a little extra. Oh, goodness. I gotta be skillful. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Team C says us with you when you visit Shirley can offer our support as well.
I'll live stream the hospital. Where's the door that I'm going to? All right. I think, you know what I think? I bet you that they, this is a beautiful area. I bet you they want people to use this door because they don't want the park next to this fence on the other side. You know where I used to park? It left a very narrow lane for people. So like if somebody was making a delivery during the day, it would make it difficult for people that were using the drive bank to get past the truck. I bet that's why they insist on people using the door. So let me go back there. I'll take you guys back there once I know I can open the door back. I need to call there. Maybe you'll be able to hear me when I'm in the refrigerator now, because I can kind of see where the refrigerator is. All right, let me call her. I know she's in there.
Team C says where are we?
We're at Gourmet Girls. but we are parked in a different spot than we normally would be. Normally we'd have that kind of wooden privacy fence to our right. And you'd see her car sitting off there to the left, but we're back in this little cubby now. All right, let me see if I've called. I called them for a while. Gourmet Girls, there we go.
The wireless customer you are calling is not available. Please try
What?
again later.
Oh my
El
God.
cliente de servicio móvil al que llama no se encuentra disponible.
We're bad at. I like this new door idea. All right, let's bang on it again. I think that's her car over there. I'm sure it is. That's her. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try the door, see if it's unlocked. The old door. No, it's locked. All right, guys, this is silly. This is silliness. Try calling again. Try this again. See if we get any luck. Come on. Come on. Oh, here we go. All right, thank you. Hey. There she comes. There you are. Thank you. I got it. Thanks. Yeah. There we go. That'll work. All right, here. It's kind of skanky looking back here, guys. If anybody wants to take a shopping cart over to Giant Food Stores, Giant Food, if you're looking for a cart, there you go. So, sitting back here, there's some gasoline if you need any. Some towels. That looks like it would explode if you accidentally ran into it. But anyway, let's attach here somewhere. There we go. All right, that'll work. Oh. I think I got the eclairs here. Let me take the eclairs in first. Thank you. I'm good. See that metal thing out of the building? That's the the refrigerator that I have to take that I have to take like the eclairs, any of the frozen stuff goes in. We do 2 trips. No, I got one. Thank you. Oh, here, I was going to show you the crab cookies. Look. Here. This is their special little order. So they're like sugar cookies in the shape of a crab with red sugar top. Sugar cookies. Okay. That was a special order. All right, ladies, have a great day. Caution. Caution. Okay. Gourmet girls, done. Yeah, see that metal? That's like the freezer, the refrigerator. Okay. Okay. 2 down, 1 to go. We are on our way for the day. Here we go. I kind of like having the van parked back there, though. I
At
feel
New C says Dr. Craig has a case of the crabs. You were right. At Hollis 6448.
like I have a case of crabs. Yeah, I do. Wow. Really doesn't sound too good. Well, I just got rid of them now. I had crabs, but they're gone now. That's how good I am at my med. I can only.
C says doing well. At Hollis 6448. I hope you are doing well as well.
Hey, Hala. Good morning. Well, it's like sunny, not sunny. It's not going to be sunny today, but it's nice and bright when we leave there. So this area is called, I guess we're still in Pikesville, kind of close to Pikesville. I mean, back
Paula
at
6448 says, Budaro here Mookie. Everything is well here.
anything going on in New York today? Auto.
Paula 6448 says, do they make other shellfish as well or just crabs?
For the cookies? I don't think there are any other shellfish cookies. Shellfish cookies.
York Gal says, I came in like a wrecking ball.
Good morning. You came. Well, were you in earlier? I thought I saw a message from you, like before that you had.
King C says, I recently checked out a few of your shorts at Paula 6448. Very entertaining. New York Gal says, good morning sunshine. At Paula 6448 says, hello Nigel. New York Gal says, yes sir, I've been awake since I'm 3. At Nukim C says, good morning. At Nigel 333.
Oh, you know what? I still have to. I reset Rosie the other day, and I think I have to put everybody's name back in. So she says it right.
Paula 6448 says, thanks Mookie.
I saw that Ford Falcon. Do you know what year that Ford Falcon was? Because I thought my mother had a Falcon before she bought the Galaxy.
6448 says 3 is pretty early. New York Gal says, I was going to say, Karen is fired for calling me Nigel when it's New York Princess.
New York Princess? Do you want to be called New York Princess? Because I have to make those updates. We can make that happen. It's not her fault. I don't think it's her fault. I reset her. So her memory, she has no memory.
York Gal says, haha, yes, this would be hysterical.
She has no long-term memory right now.
Anaku594 says she can just call me Donna. Hey. New York Gal says,
yeah, we
just
could do that.
princess.
Just Princess.
New York Gal
Okay.
says, are princess?
Okay, Princess. So we've got.
Hellcat says, Rosie here. I feel like I just woke up from a dream. Who are you people?
That's got to be what it's like if you reset your AI reader. I wonder if that happens. No, that probably doesn't. You probably can do that though, the AI.
MC says, can you program her to call me Lucy MC? At Hollis6448 says that was from last year, but I met him again, the Falcon owner, and I forgot the year, maybe 65 I'm guessing. At Donaku594 says Rosie here, so you are going to tell me how to do my job. New York gal says McClove. New York gal says McClovin.
Well, she's saying New York gal. That's interesting. Like when she reads your name, she's saying New York gal. Well, 65 might be close. The reason I was asking is because I'm pretty sure my mom had a Falcon before she bought the Galaxy 500.
Hollis6448 says, were you treated like a princess yesterday for Mother Day? York gal
I hope
says,
so.
oh yay, she did say New York that time weird she was restarted I thought.
Yeah, I know. Because she wasn't saying. Maybe. Huh. Sawyer was the one that told me that she was. I think she wasn't calling Sawyer dangerous. I don't know. I'm confused now. But I can. I'll go in and check all that stuff. Maybe, I don't know, it could have been that I reset this phone, but I didn't reset the old phone because I wasn't using it anymore. Maybe it's synced up with that afterward. I don't know. It's a technological miracle. She regained some of her memory. It's coming back slowly.
York gal says, holla not really ain't really. No hugs until I yelled hug time.
No hugs until you yelled hug time. That's not good. You need to get a spontaneous hug. Of course, I remember with my mom, sometimes spontaneous signs of affection would make her cry. Are you a crier?
Hollis6448 says, I have no idea, I wasn't a big short guy. Hopefully I'll see him again. I was hoping he or his son would comment. They were excited when they saw it. New York gal says, I am like the princess from Trolls. Sometimes, and Olaf and I'm a gremlin. New York gal says, lately eyes they roll like Rick James at a party. At Nuking C says, town criers are a thing of the past.
Yes, they are. Now it's all online. They were replaced by online chat. It would have been an unusual occupation to have.
Paula 6448 says so you can have hug time on demand every day. Not bad. New York gal says yes hug 30. New York gal says hugs make everyone feel better, truly right.
It's true. It's true.
York gal says telling your care is one thing, but a hug you can feel they do. At Paula 6448 says we weren't the big huggers when I was growing up.
Yeah, I think growing up I was kind of in the medium hug category.
York gal says well everyone getting hugs today over. C says would you rather go to a bookstore where they gave out free hugs or one that had kittens? New York gal says sometimes I don't want one, but that's the drum talking.
I would go for hugs over kittens. Is that the question? Hugs or kittens? Now, hugs and puppies? I don't
Gal
know.
says free hugs Mookie.
Hugs versus puppies? I don't know.
York gal says cats always pee on me.
That could
PC says law.
that could be awkward.
6448 says I think some of the youth can be over huggers. It loses its meaning at some point.
Oh, really? You think young people are hugging more? I once worked with, in one of my roles in my previous career, I worked with Southwest Airlines. They were one of our clients. So I had to go visit Southwest Airlines frequently in Texas. Everybody there was a big hugger.
Paula 6448 says absolutely. They are big huggers. New York gal says every single cat we ever had would literally jump on me, come over to me and pee. If you see me, they would jump on my bed and pee on my blanket.
I mean, I don't mean to laugh, but that is kind of crazy. Did you?
Team C says yes. Even at high school sporting events, players hugging players. New York gal says I have no clue why.
Did you? Did you smell like cat litter? Like maybe did you have cat litter on your clothing or something? Maybe.
New York gal says they hate me. 6448 says use for legal box. Interesting. Didn't they go business?
It wasn't legal.
New York says ID. Maybe
No.
they think they're queen.
It wasn't legal.
New York gal says litter box.
They were not illegal. I wasn't working at a legal firm. It was an investment company. We handled their stock option program. But I would go there and they were very huggy. They were super nice people. This was way back when. This was before, this was when the original people were running it.
He says maybe they love you so much that they want to mark you. At Nigel333, you should accept their gift.
Oh yeah, I hug back.
Anaku594 says I don't like hugging or being hugged by people I don't know.
That's not unusual. I think a lot of people feel that way. Well, then you've got like the casual, just like pat on the back kind of hug, where you just kind of like sort of hug, but you don't really hug. You just, and then you've got the
6448 says maybe they get so excited to see you and they lose control of their bladder. New York gal says Mookie maybe haha claiming B is theirs LMFAO. New York gal says they like this human as ours.
If somebody was listening to this conversation, they didn't realize it was two different conversations going. That could be very confusing. We're talking about hugging, and then all of a sudden we say sometimes they just pee on you. That's kind of funny. Maybe it is a sign of love, though.
Anaku594 says I always say I am getting a cold. At Hollis6448 says same here Donna. I also don't appreciate being heated on. New York gal says I am not into a hug as much as it is to me. It is teasing honestly trying to fully gremlin just have gremlin. New York gal have gremlin princess.
It depends. Like sometimes you just have that polite hug. It's like just a pat on the back kind of thing. That's fun. But then you got the super squeezers. You get one of those hugs and you're like, what is going on? Or like if the hug goes on for just a little bit too long, that's awkward too.
Short gal says some people you have to respect it. Touch me. 594 says super squeezers are icky. Paula 6448 says C. So you all agree. In some cases the hug is losing its value in some cases.
Yeah, I didn't realize that young people are doing it more. That's interesting. I wonder if that's like a post-COVID kind of thing. Like maybe they were very little, you know, people that were like, you know, 10, 15 years old when COVID happened.
Hanaku 594 says there's a Seinfeld episode in here somewhere. At Mukim C says what's your stance on a high five? At Hollis 6448.
High fives are okay.
North Gal says my ex didn't like hugs or being touched, then I gave him 60 kisses before bed, and well, let's say he now opening a hug time station for all the girls in town. At Hollis 6448 says oh, yes, when they say hello hug, then when they say goodbye they hug. New York Gal says happy I cured him.
You cured. It was the sacrifice you had to make. All right, where's High's? Okay, so High's gas is 443. So earlier we saw that gas station down in Pikesville was, what was it, 470? I think it was 479, which I thought was insanely high, and it is. Like the normal gas price around here is close to like 440. All right, here we are. What a day.
Paula 6448 says I guess that's why he is your ex. New York Gal says haha indeed.
They got cars at the drive-thru, so they're gonna see me. It's our daily question.
York Gal says Holokines no. At Holla 6448 says the high five can also be overdone. Everything in moderation, I think 8. New York Gal says Holla kinda but no.
Yeah, I don't see the high. How about the fist bump versus the handshake? What are your thoughts on that? You know how people kind of started doing the fist bump instead of the handshake? I'm still a handshake person. There he is. I don't even have to call. Good morning. Must have been busy yesterday.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't here, but I can tell by the lack of
Yeah.
pastries.
I brought like 200 donuts yesterday. It was a big day. Wow. They went through all those donuts. It's pretty good. should we go today? What did I do with my... What did I do with the magnet thing? Okay, that's kind
Hollis
of...
6448 says like just now. If the lady said oh my goodness 200 donuts, that's a lot, and started hugging Craig, that would be weird, in my opinion.
What did I do? Guys, I can't find my... I can't find this...
T-PR2TQ says WHAAABUUUP Craycray crew.
I can't find the magnet clip. What did I do with it? This is absolutely crazy. It's not still on the van. Oh, it is still back here. Oh my God. This...
Hollis 6448 says good morning HP. At Donna through 5.
That was ridiculous.
Anything else I get you?
All right, I'm going to put you in this spot today because I'm...
Do you want to add that? I can pull that on.
It's because I wasted a lot of time.
So just to double check to make sure it was just the egg and the American on the startup. Anything else? All right, that's good.
All right, what do we do? Whoops, sorry. Let's turn you around.
6448 says I am glad you found it. Virtual hugs for you, Craig.
It was inside the van. Because remember how I hooked you like in a different spot? So I... Dumb. All right, here we go. Here we go. I got a lot of trays. That's crazy. Okay. All right, here we go. What do we have today? 90, 96. 96 donuts. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. You don't seem tilted.
PR2TQ says hey, gee, morning holla, Nigel. Lovely to see y'all.
Hey, HB. I hear you talking.
I am not sure.
What, does somebody have a question? I missed the question. I did hear HB's in the van. Mini Danish. Look, they always get those two. They got two people that come and get coconut mini Danishes. If you're one of those two people, please put a comment. All right, I'll be right back. Here we go. Good morning. How's everybody? There you go. Thank you. I'm back. Here we go. No wonder they ordered 100 more donuts. I wondered about that because I thought if they didn't go through their 200 donuts yesterday, they wouldn't. They'd have a later order today, and they didn't. So.
Paula6448 says back to the fist pump. I often extend my hand to shake, they give me fist. We both giggle and both switch our positions with the same result. It could go on like an extended rock, paper,
Yeah,
sis.
that's what I was going to say. It made me think of rock, paper, scissors. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I still do the handshake, I know.
G-PR2TQ says that's funny, holla XD.
Just keep going back and forth.
Paula6448 says, has that happened to anyone else?
I've definitely had people that I've gone to shake their hand and I've ended up with a fist bump. But I haven't had the back and forth thing. That's pretty funny.
594 says, I think we should switch to Bowen.
Bowing, like they do in China or Japan. Well, then though, that'd be a hard thing to start because you've got the whole threat of possibly knocking heads. If you're standing too close to the person, you're going to hit their head. Are you supposed to bow at the same time, or does one person bow and then the other person bows? Like, how does that work?
New York gal says hi Donna. Sorry I am delayed this morning. At Donaku594 says bowing. At HB-PR2TQ says I don't socialize, get out much so it hasn't come up for me. New York gal says same HB.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot less for me
Donaku594
now.
says I never make the first move. At HB-PR2TQ says Nigel. At Hollis6448 says now even before the conversation is over, I am trying to figure out is this person a shaker or fist pumper, it adds tension for me.
I am definitely a first move person. Like I would want to do it. I'm pretty consistent with shaking hands. I always like if I run into somebody I know or whatever, I reach out to shake hands. Just always have.
Team C says this is the only stream where the host asks, what is bowing?
Well,
At
I know what
Hollis6448 says the bow might be a happy medium.
I know what bowing is. I just don't know how to do it. Like I don't know if you're supposed to do it. Does anybody know? Do you do it simultaneously, or is it a one person bows and then the second person bows? And who?
Hollis6448 says me too, I am a shaker.
But sometimes you do get that look like, oh, the person doesn't really expect you to put your hand out.
Anaku594 says if you bump heads you are too close or very tall.
And then the other question is, how far down do you bow? Should your head get to, how low do you go with a bow?
HBQ says I extended my hand to a lady at an administrative office recently to express my gratitude. And she was like, before writing haha.
Oh, really? She actually did she made it more awkward than it needed to even be.
Team C says synchronized collective bowing used to be an Olympic sport.
In a pool. I think they did it in a pool also. Olympic-sized pool. Synchronized bowing. And what do you call the process of bowing? Is it called a bowel movement? Just curious.
Hollis6448 says that may be the solution. A sign or tattoo on the forehead if they are pumpers, shakers or bowers. At Donaku594 says I think we should wear name tags. At Mukinsi says oh, my. New York gal says so the verdict is in. No one wants a hug.
No, I want a hug. I'm pro hug, and I am a shake friendly person. That's how I would, maybe I need to add that to my profile. This truck is going very slow.
Short gal says bunch of hug grumps.
No, I'm a hugger.
He says please put me down for a hug but only after you change clothes after any cat visit, at Nigel 333. At Hollis 6448 says in certain cultures the women can't shake a man's hand, I've made that mistake. At Donaku 594
Oh, really?
says I am okay with handshakes, keep disinfectant wipes in my pockets. New York gal says no I get it more and more each day lol I ask if I want to hug someone, I say can I have a hug? Goofy hug and run at the gremlin.
I think hugging is good.
Paula 6448 says I enjoy a hug, but not a overhugger, it keeps its special meaning. New York gal says hug for Mookie save.
So you don't like a super squeezer. Yeah, I mean super squeezers should be reserved for immediate family. A slow vehicle, not even the truck in front of me, it's 2 up. Dumb stuff.
New York gal says yay I agree deaf can't hug everyone have to respect them, if they walk away that's a no lol. At Hollis 6448 says Craig pulled a van over, let's do a group virtual hug. At Donaku 594 says side hugs are better than traditional hugs.
Side hugs? What is that? How does that work? You only do one arm? And if you do a side hug, can you do 2 people at the same time? I would think so, because you got 2 sides.
Gal says if I offer a hug and they walk away I guess them tighter from a distance. At Nukim C says do you sway any during the hugging process, at Nigel 333. At HB-PR2TQ says ooh in Japanese culture there's at least a few different bows. HB-PR2TQ says Eshiku is 15 degree and informal, Kere is 30 degree and formal, Saikure is 45 degree and highly formal.
Wow.
Then there's Mokure, the Ibo, a very casual, slight nod of the head. At Donaku 594 says side of your body to side of their body.
So you could do 2 of them simultaneously. Like, it almost sounds semi-group huggish. So they go to 45 degrees. I mean, that's a lot. You could hurt your back. You can hurt your back with that super formal one. And that's why I'm saying you would hit heads with the person because your upper body is probably 2.5 feet long. So if they're bowing and you're bowing, you've got to be more than 5 feet away from them in order not to hit heads. And that's pretty far if you're having a conversation with somebody. Or if you walk up to meet somebody, you're going to be closer than 5 feet from them. Unless you're observing uh, COVID type restrictions.
Paula6448 says if you hug someone, walk away and hear the sound of the other person spraying themselves with Lysol, there may be an issue. At Donaku594 says you are taking bowing to an extreme.
It's a sport. "45 degrees though. That's a deep bow." Well, and I got one more question. So does bowing replace shaking hands? The one or the other? You wouldn't do both?
HB-PR2TQ says after shaking hands with someone I'd be urged to sanitize my hands. Shrug. New York gal says I will only bow to Jesus. At Donaku594 says the bow I am taking about is a little more than a nod. At Mukim says so. Starlink is running. New York gal says no one or nothing else. I take they back, I will bow to my husband.
Well, that's, yeah.
Paula6448 says 45 degrees. That's like a tie my shoe position. At HB-PR2TQ says she keeps saying bow like gift bow.
Yeah, I know, she does. She has been. The back of that truck doesn't look too appealing. And then we've got a dump truck next to us. I mean, we're in a really attractive setup right now on this road. Maybe I should use this for my thumbnail.
594 says maybe better to avoid people altogether
Right
so I
here.
don't have to think about it.
This should be my
At
thumbnail.
Hollis6448 says even Rosie is unfamiliar with bowing.
True. But see, there she said it right. Oh, I guess because you don't really bow. Bowing. Is putting a bow on a gift called bowing?
Team C
It's
says
not.
stop that garbage truck and offer a hug.
I think this would make a very appealing thumbnail.
Hollis6448 says no Donna, don't give up. At HB-PR2TQ says lol Mookie I remember that question from recently, Craig with his long-winded story haha.
Long-winded? Yeah, I think that's probably true. That could probably be any of my stories. I have a problem with brevity. It's a challenge.
At HB-PR2TQ says Yavi is Starlink running question. At Mookie C says a callback.
Oh, I didn't know that was a question.
HB-PR2TQ
Yes,
lol.
Starlink is running. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was a question. We do have Starlink running. And I would think
G-PR2TQ says Mookie.
they're all leaving us now. They're leaving us. We're free of the filth.
Paula6448 says I hate being behind a big truck. It could block my view of a giant horse.
Oh, Mookie, yesterday we saw a groundhog running across the road. And Hala pointed out that it was not a big groundhog. It was just a regular sized groundhog.
B-PR2TQ says it's all good, Craig. You're articulate, so being a little long-winded is acceptable.
As long as I don't ramble.
C says now all we need is a Pop-Tart reference and all will be perfect.
I haven't had a Pop-Tart yet. Just to give you a little status, I have not eaten one of those Pop-Tarts yet.
Team C says I will have to review the groundhog footage.
Yeah, yesterday. It was yesterday, probably.
B-PR2TQ says Pop-Tart. What's the point? I'd rather have chocolate candy or chocolate or brownies or similar. At Hala6448 says maybe that truck was delivering Pop-Tarts. Of the UP air delivered in a pickup, like a Pop-Tart pickup.
The truck in front of us was not delivering Pop-Tarts because it looked a little dilapidated. Dilapidated. Oh, we got a lot of cows out. A lot of cows out. They're spread out. All over the hillside. The hills are alive.
Hala6448 says it was actually 2 sightings. It crossed back and forth.
Oh, we did go, well, yes. We saw it crossing the first time, and then when we came back, it was on the other side. That's true. We did see him twice, that's right. But his proportions were very normal.
Short Gal says Pop-Tart best flavor brown sugar. At HB-PR2TQ says dilapidated.
Dilapidated. Yeah, I know I said that wrong. It sounded wrong to me. But that was the condition of the truck that was ahead of us.
Short Gal says I was behind, I am sorry.
You were behind. I did not recognize the fact that you were behind.
Anaku594 says starting a spreadsheet for sizes of groundhogs. At Mookie says groundhog, hedgehog, or opossum.
It was a groundhog. This was a groundhog for sure. hedgehogs are kind of small, aren't they? Like if it was a hedgehog, it would have been a big hedgehog.
6448 says, of course, brown sugar is the best. They even wrote a song about him.
All right, what do we got here? What do we got? Still got it. Secret Service Snowman and the Choir Boys. That's gonna be a. It's gonna be the name of the band. Secret Service Snowman and the Choir Boys.
Anaku594 says, have a great day, everyone. Peace out.
All right, Donna, you too. Have a good day.
Paula6448 says, I really need to take my tree down.
Yeah,
At
you
Mookie
too.
take care. At Donaku59.
Today could be the day, Paula. What do you think?
Paula6448 says, take care, Donna. Have a good day. Paula6448 says, no, I am not home.
You're not now. What now? Where are you? You are a traveling man.
B-PR2TQ says, Dunno Mookie, they all creepy in their own way, lol. He says yes. I don't trust any of them and would never offer one a hug. At HB-PR2TQ. At HB-PR2TQ says Donna. Great having ya in chat. Hope your day goes well. See ya and take care. Paula6448 says you never want to hug a porcupine.
No, that's good advice. It's very good advice.
G-PR2TQ says haha same Mookie.
Aren't hedgehogs? They're the small little things, though, right? That doesn't look too good.
At UPC says you are thinking of a squirrel.
No, I'm not. They're definitely smaller.
HB-PR2TQ says, well, hedgehogs can be 14 inches and over 2 pounds.
14 inches. Okay. I don't know what I'm thinking of then. I'm thinking of a little thing that kind of looks like.
Paula6448 says, I learned that at camp, don't mess with porcupines and stay away from Persian ivory. New York gal says, have a lovely day, Donna.
I never see. Oh, now it sounds like you are behind. Yeah, North New York. Yeah. I don't ever see porcupines. Does anybody see them? Like I see groundhogs, I see possum, but I don't really see porcupines in the wild.
Six 448 says, that's a rat crag.
That's a. No, there's a thing. I don't know what it is. It's got like a little.
6448 says, in a zoo, I seen him.
Yeah, I think I've seen them in a zoo.
HB-PR2TQ says, although the common pet species like African pygmy hedgehog is much smaller at 8 inches and 1 pound.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. It's like a little thing with like a little nose, a squishy little face with a tiny nose, and its hair kind of looks like a porcupine.
Gal says, I had a porcupine at my first house. He came around for years, then he just never came back. Then I sold. He was huge. I had shorts of him. At Mukim C says, are you thinking of beavers?
No. I think it's called a hedgehog, but I just thought they were smaller than 14 inches.
HB-PR2TQ says, yeah, sounds like a hedgehog to me.
It just surprises me that they're 14 inches. Like if I saw a hedgehog that was 14 inches long, I would call that a big hedgehog. But apparently it's normal.
York gal says, do you know what natural flavors are?
Natural flavors?
Mukim C says, how about a raccoon?
I have seen raccoons. Raccoons, by the way, are supposed to be evolving into like more friendly animals. All right, folks, I'm going to end.
6448 says, maybe it was a rock rat with spiked hair.
I'm going to get a picture of a hedgehog and put it somewhere. Maybe I'll post it. Well, I am going to check on that. All right, guys. I'm going to end it here because I got a lot of trays to grab to go in there, and I don't want to walk across the parking lot.
At HB-PR2TQ says, lol holla.
So I want to just say thank you all for riding along. It's fun. I appreciate you. And I'll be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? Yeah, so tomorrow's a little later.
HB-PR2TQ says, end it here, wah.
Wow. Just because I've got to carry a bunch of trays in. I've got more trays than usual in the back. I got to take some trips into the bakery to end that before I park the van for good for the day.
King C says, I look forward to your hedgehog photo. Take care, everyone.
Right. I'm going to have the photo with details.
6448 says, job well done, Craig. Put a star on the calendar. New York gal says, have a great day. At HB-PR2TQ
I'm glad people listen
says,
people pay attention. I do appreciate that everybody pays attention to what I say.
HB-PR2TQ says, appreciate y'all.
All right,
Wish you
guys.
the best. See ya, homies. Take care.
All right, everybody. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.